Alright, so this project, first I started, we had a few drawings that we've done before, and that's what I was trying to combine in order to create something, because I look back at my drawings and I found a relation of fragments, of fact fragments. All of them were, I had the pictures and parts of the movie that I was focused, and the fragments and connection and disconnection was the main focus of the drawings. So I found a way to put them together and create a moment of for the movie and a translation of the movie itself. And it didn't at first. The idea I started developing the ideas, but I got carried away a little when the construction did some things of the construction didn't work out. So I started. The idea was to have the movie was about the two boys, and they had the presence of the father in their lives. He shows up after years, and then he leaves. So it starts with their life without the father. It's pretty much them by themselves. Then the father in their lives brings chaos, and then the father leaves their lives again and bringing the same way it was at the beginning. So those moments I translated in layers, and the main moment with the father in their lives is the center, and it's the one that I was focusing more and wanted to have more pictures and more fragments of the movie. Unfortunately, because of time and construction issues, because Plexi is very, like a lot of people say, it's tricky, and we think structure-wise it's gonna hold itself, and at the end it's just my project first supposed to stand, and it was standing, but because I wanted to add more layers and break some layers off, it just now it has to lay flat. And
do you think it could suspend from the ceiling?
It's possible. That's a
It's
bit maybe
possible, right?
because
From
itself.
the anchors, yeah.
Yeah, it's structure. It's just that here now it starts the thickness of the project change, and it's not proportional. But that's something you can consider. In the pictures you can see from both sides, even though I'm only working.
Can you hold it with your hand?
Oh, hopefully not. Yeah.
That's a very nice construct.
It's supposed to have more things going on over here. I had my initial idea was to have like a very highly constructed center, and then spread out to the sides, but it didn't happen.
I think it starts to become even more successful when you start to have perpendicular elements that run between layers, which adds another sense of layeredness and thickness and complexity. I think it's highly interesting in terms of the construct. Now, would you compare yourself with Mary and Andres models?
Yes, my model I focus more in the square, which is good I thought it is good in a sense of structure, but at the same time, I try to play with the transparency to break away from the square.
It is very well, because the amount of frostedness or
Brings
sticky back information is not really fulfilling the full rectangle, right?
Yeah, so it gives the shape a different shape. But I like the sections. I feel like I'm lacking sectionality.
Okay, that's good. Good observation.
Yeah, and I would accomplish that if I have developed this center more. Maybe.
And I think what's happening is that Andres has no image information, but has a very distinct sense of construction and tectonic logic, whereas Mary is more relying on the narrative and image information than a logical construction of tectonics. And I think you're starting to sort of merge those two ends, right? The narrative and the tectonic logic.
Yeah.
Which I think starts to sort of become a performative object on its own terms. More, please.
More.
You can continue in Portuguese if you want.
You really want to hear Portuguese?
I really want to hear some Portuguese, I guess.
Okay, it's just so weird to talk in Portuguese when no one understands. Porque o meu projeto foi desenvolvido de um jeito onde as imagens foram intercaladas para desenvolver um
Cut. Nice.
Well, you guys are